let's take a moment to arrive. Place both feet on the ground. Gently close your eyes if you would like. Take a slow breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for just a moment. 1, 2, and exhale fully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that, in only 15 seconds, you have shifted your nervous system. This kind of breathing tells your body you're safe. Your heart rate slows, your mind steadies, and your system enters a state where true healing begins.
Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Renelle Ridding, family nurse practitioner and functional medicine provider here at Rising Health Specialty Clinic. I specialize in supporting women through midlife transitions, perimenopause, menopause, and the years beyond. And this work is deeply personal to me because as a midlife woman myself, every day in my office, I see women who are confused about what's happening in their bodies. And many have been given incomplete information, misinformation, or have just flat out been dismissed by other providers. They've been told that their symptoms are just stress or just depression, or they just need to work out more. And this is just something they simply have to live with. And what I want women to understand is that their bodies are not broken. Their bodies are communicating with them. I also see women experiencing changes in intimacy, changes in desire, comfort, and connection. And these are not just emotional experiences, these are physiologic signals. During midlife, the body undergoes real shifts in hormones, metabolism, circulation, tissue health, and the nervous system regulation. These changes can influence everything from mood to energy to physical comfort and sexual well-being. And most importantly, women deserve to talk about this openly without shame. Because intimacy isn't about performance, it's about information. The body is always giving us information. And that's why I'm so honored to have Erica here with us today. Erica Lemke is a certified sex and relationship coach, clinical sexologist, and the founder of Sex Coach Salt Lake City. She works with women and couples to help them rediscover confidence and connection and comfort in their bodies and relationships, especially during times of transition. Erica brings such an important voice to this conversation because intimacy is not separate from health, it is part of health. Erica, I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, Renelle. Oh my gosh, that was a great opening. Thank you so much. Yes. I'm honored to be here. And I think it's important in my line of work, we talk about intimacy. In my work that I do, intimacy and sex can be separate. So my definition of intimacy is emotional attunement. It's really just communicating well with your partner and enjoying being in their presence without any other expectations. And we can have one without the other in a relationship. So we can have intimacy and no sex, or vice versa. And so I think the foundational components to having a great sex life is intimacy. And as we build on that, I think of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? So that is safety and, intimacy, I think are necessary for having a good sex life. So.
Absolutely. So this discussion is meant to be educational, normalizing, and supportive. We're not here to fix anyone. We're here to offer understanding, language, and permission for women to have to relate to their bodies with more compassion, awareness, and confidence. So I'd love to start talking about how hormones, stress, and the nervous system affect desire, and why low libido is often not dysfunction, but actually protection. I often explain to my patients that libido begins in the brain. Desire is fundamentally a neurologic state before it's even a physical one. Research has shown that dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with motivation and reward, tends to be the primary driver in men, but in women, it's oxytocin. Oxytocin plays a much larger role for women. That is the hormone that our bodies send that signal bonding, safety, connection. And this is so important because oxytocin is directly influenced by whether or not our nervous system feels safe. If a woman is under chronic stress, emotional stress, or physical stress, life stress, the nervous system shifts into protection mode. And when the nervous system is in protection mode, desire naturally decreases. Not because something is broken, but because the body is prioritizing safety. And this is something that women are rarely taught.
Yeah, and honestly, that is so in line with what I talk about with my clients all the time, because if they do not feel safe in their bodies, they're not going to be open for pleasure, they're not going to be open to receive, and that's where we really have to start with that foundational safety, and feeling calm and relaxed is what is getting us to have that arousal. So with a lack of safety, when people feel pressured, especially when they feel pressured to have sex, they're going to be out of their safety zone, and they're not going to want to show up, and they can't.
Right.
They can't do it effectively for themselves, and then it affects the partnership.
Yes, exactly. I mean, when women start understanding the physiology of what's going on, what they're experiencing, they stop blaming themselves. They begin to see that their body is not working against them, it's working for them, it's protecting them. And from that place of understanding, everything changes.
Yeah. Well, and we have two types of desire. We have spontaneous desire and responsive desire. That is not gender specific. Not all men are spontaneous and all women are responsive, but I think it also happens contextually, what's going on in, different transitions of life. So, someone trying to conceive may show up differently with their desire than someone who is maybe postmenopausal. Mm-hmm. But I think them knowing and understanding that physiological side of how they show up in their desire, like you said, can be a game changer. And then they don't blame themselves. And when they can express that to their partners can understand that, yes, and then how they can deal with that with each other, then I think that's a game changer, because then they have more information about how they can show up better for themselves and be more effective in their sexual relationship, or just relationships in general.
Yes.
So in my work as a sex and relationship coach and a sexologist, when I think about intimacy and sex, I also think about intimacy and pleasure. And pleasure versus performance is oftentimes how I will kind of put the lens out for my clients to see, because when they're focused on performance seems to be, it takes them out of their bodies and it gets them into their heads. Mm-hmm. And I think when they're in that frame of mind, the pleasure they can't access, right? They're in that fight or flight mode. Yeah. So getting back to deregulate and get to a place of pleasure over mm-hmm. performance. And I'm not saying that pleasure is just orgasm, which I think a lot of people say, oh, it's orgasm. It happens way before then. Yes. So being able to feel that sense of pleasure throughout the entire experience mm-hmm. can be so incredibly empowering for people to understand that if I can stay in my body and be present and be connected to my partner, I'm going to feel safe, I'm going to feel connected, and then communicate effectively with my partner to know that I feel safe along those lines.
So Erica, that's what makes me think that this individualized care becomes so important for women, because, supporting women's health is really about supporting their relationship with themselves.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And I think during this time, which is so, so crucial, is that we need support. And I think oftentimes women feel like it's a weakness to ask for help, and I'm going to say it's a strength. And I think more of us need to be doing that, because if we get the help that we need, we wouldn't do it alone, right? If we can't do it alone, then we need to ask for help. And I think by doing that also, we're modeling that we can do that for other women, and it's just a trickle-down effect. So being able to be strong in our ask of, I need help, that is going to make us stronger than we could ever be if we tried to do it alone.
Absolutely. And I would just invite any of you that are listening that have questions or curiosity about the topic that we're discussing today to please come see me in my clinic here at Rising Health. I can help you with those physiologic, addressing those needs, and helping you balance your hormones and get that physical side of things dialed in so that you can then go see Erica.
And come and see me. And, you know, as my work as a sex and relationship coach and sexologist, I'm supporting the mental and emotional side of things and really taking clients from where they are now, what are the goals they want to achieve for their sexual wellness, and let's get them achieved so they can go off and start having some fun.
Yeah, I guess because I just want to say the bottom line is, women, you are not broken, and there is help out there. We're just here ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you want to reach me too, you can find me at sexcoachslc.com, and I'm happy to send me an email or just reach out to me, because I'd love to help and just to get you on that journey that you're much deserving to start on that pathway towards.
Yes. And I can be reached at risinghealthspecialtyclinic.com. Go to our website. You can actually book an appointment directly on our website. So Erica, I am so grateful to have you as a part of this conversation today. Thank you so much for showing up here and for showing up for women.
Well, thank you as well, because I think more of us need to be doing this work for women, and hey, it's about time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yes.